Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will present lead free shock absorber replacement, which is we have 4 participants. First Aziz Ahmad bin Akid Ahmad, second Daniel Haziq bin Faizal, Abdullah Fahim bin Abdul Latif, and lastly me Muhammad Ahmad Zafran bin Ahmad Zaidi. So next with objective, we have 2 objective in this lab, which is first to familiarize with the tools used in replacing shock absorber. Second, to practice the correct procedure. So next we procedure. First, untighten the wheels, lug nuts using 21 mm
Clear
socket and
nampak?
wrench. Second, lift up the car using vehicle jack and place the jack stands at proper jack points. Third, lower the vehicle jack safely. So I will pass to Daniel Haziq Faizal.
Procedure, disassemble the wheels using 21 mm socket and wrench. Fifth, remove the 3 nuts on the strut housing using 14 mm and 17 mm. Six, use a hammer to help. 7, remove the brake hose and washer. 8, disassemble the nut on the top strut mount. 9, remove the suspension from the housing carefully. 10, compress the spring using 2 coil compressor. 11, remove the spring from the absorber by unscrewing 1 nut at the top. And 12, check the absorber. Now I'm passing to Maya.
Next, number 13, assemble the spring to the absorber. 14, decompress the coil compressor. 15, reattach the suspension to the strut housing. Next, 16, tighten the nuts on the strut to secure 16 nuts in cross pattern. 18, lower the car using vehicle jack, and 17, removing the jet stands. So for the safety issue, first make sure the jet stands are placed at the right place to avoid failure to hold the car. For additional precaution, put the tire under the car body. Second, place the coil compressor correctly on the spring to avoid failure to keep the spring compressed. The force from the spring can cause serious injury. Next, Haziq Ahmad.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Haziq Ahmad, and I will be presenting about discussion for shock absorber. So for discussion 1 is name other tools and alternative methods in replacing shock absorber. Well, one of the alternative methods or tools is hydraulic spring compressor. It can help compressing the spring without using manpower, which is safer and easier. Here we have a picture of a hydraulic compressor. As you can see, it is much more secure. The compressing of the spring is much more secure, and well, based on the picture itself, it looks a lot more safe. Comparing the hydraulic compressor to how the spring was compressed during the lab procedure, a picture here is given for reference. As you can see, the spring, how the spring is compressed using the tools given, the spring compressor. It doesn't look very safe, and it doesn't look very secure. The spring could just shoot out at any moment if the proper technique and procedure isn't followed. For any of those curious, the spring compressor could be tightened. The one in the picture at the moment, it can be tightened using either an air gun or a wrench. Either one works, but then again, comparing it to the hydraulic spring compressor, the hydraulic spring compressor looks a lot more easier, a lot more effortless, a lot more safer compared to the regular spring compressor. and how the air gun is of course powered by an air compressor as well. The next question is discussion 2. The question is, discuss the importance of shock absorber periodical check. Absorber absorbs the roughness of the road surface. Checking the absorber is important, as a worn absorber can cause lack of comfort and less control because the car will bounce more and become unstable. The tires will also wear out unevenly, and other suspension parts will wear out faster. And lastly, for the final discussion, what is the proper interval time or mileage of absorber replacement in car maintenance schedule? Well, basically, a shock absorber should last for at least 50,000 kilometers to 100,000 kilometers, but it actually depends on the road surface and the style of driving. So if the road surface, the road that the driver travels is much more bumpier road, and its style of driving is much more rough type of driving, the shock absorbers will be needing to be replaced at a much more earlier interval time or a shorter mileage compared to a driver who goes through a smooth and goes through a smooth road and has proper driving techniques. That's all from my group, and that's all from me. Thank you.